Muy buenos días, estimados estudiantes. Recuerden que estamos en este momento en el segundo corte del curso intersemestral. Recordarles que este corte va hasta el día 9 de diciembre, entonces les sugiero estar muy atentos y entregar las actividades planeadas y a tiempo para que puedan recibir la retroalimentación en su debido momento. Hoy vamos a empezar a trabajar adjetivos y equatives. Esta es el primer video del segundo corte. Entonces, sin más preámbulos, vamos a dar inicio a nuestra primera sesión de segundo corte. Families around the world. Adjectives. What is the objective today? To use politically correct adjectives to describe social conditions and characteristics of families around the world. This is what we are planning to do in this term. So let's think about this. Look at these families. What are they like? How about these families? What are they like? As you see these questions, what are they like? They are asking for characteristics. What descriptions do you have about them? Probably these families, you could say that this is modern, they are not big families, they are probably young, they are probably American. So there are different descriptions. So the question is, what are they like? Is asking for descriptions. And this is what we are going to do. When we want to describe nouns of families, in this case, you are going to use adjectives. So what is an example of adjective? Big, modern, crazy. These are samples of adjective, and the adjective are going to describe nouns. Nouns like family, so big family, modern family, crazy family. As you see, this is the opposite to Spanish because you put adjective and then you put the noun. Remember, adjectives are never in plural. So these are big families. It's not correct to say these are big families. That is not correct. These are modern families. It's not correct to say these are modern families. Not correct. So, we have beautiful families. This is correct. It's not correct to say we have beautiful families. That is not correct. Esto es un aspecto muy importante tener en cuenta. Los adjetivos nunca van en plural. However, when you use more than one adjective, you need to classify them and order them into the sentence. For example, I have a beautiful big family. Beautiful is part of opinion. The size, big, belief, ethnicity or origin, African or American, and the noun. What is the noun? Family. So take into account this, that you have to organize the sentences taking into account these descriptions. So what do you need to do? You have to classify the adjectives. When you are going to give an opinion, you have adjectives like happy, loving, wealthy, hardworking, crazy, modern, lucky, Caucasian, funny, eccentric. When you talk about size, you talk about numerous, small, or huge. When you talk about beliefs, ethnicity, or origin, you are going to say French, Jewish, African American, Colombian American, Muslim, indigenous. All of them are examples of adjective, but always you have to classify. Pay attention to the question. What are they like? Fíjense que aquí repetimos la misma pregunta. What are they like? ¿Qué debemos hacer? Cuando recibimos esta pregunta debemos responder a la descripción y organizar la oración de acuerdo a la regla que acabamos de ver. For example, you say, it is a modern Catholic family. It is a beautiful, huge family. Notice that you have two adjectives, beautiful and huge. Beautiful correspond to one description and huge, so the size. Remember that you have to classify according to the rules given. Now that we know the adjectives, or we have some adjectives, we are going to learn how to use them in equatives. What is equatives about? Equatives are used to compare people's physical description and personality using equatives. Essentially, what we are going to do is compare. Esencialmente lo que vamos a ver es una manera de comparar usando adjetivos. Es claro que existen otras maneras de comparar, pero hoy vamos a mirar los equatives como estructura de comparación. Let's say, what are they like? So, if we describe Esteban, what is he like? What is Angela like? What is Juan like? The answer for this question is probably about their description. We can say that Esteban is short and intelligent. Or we can say that Angela is funny and young. We can say that Juan is short and outgoing. So essentially, we are describing them. Now, let's see, what are they like? Let's think about the similarities that they have. So if we see the information we have Esteban is 7 years old, Angela is 7 years old and height is 112 centimeters. Juan is 6 years old and height 112 centimeters. So here we are going to see equatives. When we are going to compare, we are going to say that Angela is as old as Esteban. Let's say Angela is as old, 7 years old, as Esteban. Here you see that this is similar. Si lo notan, tienen la misma edad, por eso usamos as de adjetivo and as. Similar for the next one. Angela is as tall as Juan. Angela is 112 centimeters. Juan is 112 centimeters. So this is similar. Because it's similar, you say Angela is as tall as Juan. ¿Qué pasa cuando las características no son exactamente iguales? Entonces vamos a ponerle no. Let's see. Here you say that Angela and Esteban are different. So Angela is not as tall as Esteban. Ángela no es tan alta como Esteban. Ángela mide 112 centímetros, mientras Esteban mide 117 centímetros. That's the reason why you say that they are different. Equatives. And here we have some other examples of equatives. When they are equal and when they are not equal. Let's say, Tunja isn't hot. Cali is hot. Fijémonos que estas dos ciudades son muy diferentes. Tunja no es caliente, pero Cali sí es caliente. Si las queremos poner en una oración, debemos construirla basándonos en la diferencia. Aquí decimos, Tunja no es tan caliente como Cali. Tunja isn't as hot as Cali, right? Si las ciudades fueran iguales, diríamos, Tunja is as hot as Cali. Aquí tenemos la posibilidad de usar contracción o no usarla. Es lo mismo decir Tunja isn't as hot as Cali que decir Tunja is not as hot as Cali. And here we have many other examples. This soup isn't as spicy as the soup I have at home. She's not as tall as the other students. My house isn't as big as your house. What do you need always? Two elements, my house and your house. You need an adjective and you need as, always, as a mechanism of comparison. Now it's your time to practice. Think about how to practice or how to compare these two elements. Let's say, what's the difference between a car and a motorcycle? What's the difference between Japan and Peru? What's the difference between laptops and desktops? This is your self assessment and try to practice the structure that we have just learned. Estos son algunos ejemplos que queremos dejarles para que ustedes practiquen y hagan una oración por cada uno de estos de manera personal, a manera de autoevaluación para saber si entendemos el uso de equatives. So thank you for coming and thank you for your participation. Do not forget to continue watching the next videos and practicing what we have learned. Bye bye.